Hi, I'm Teddy Atlas, and I've been doing instructional videos, a series of videos. We're up to our fifth one now with dynamicstriking.com. Hopefully, you guys have been seeing them and hopefully enjoying them and learning something from them. And I've been doing a series of chats with the best people I know, boxing fans, the fight fans, the UFC fans, and to help promote that and just to talk about things that I think are relative in boxing and in life that have a parallel, a connection. I've done a few already, and this is going to be a series of them where I talk about things that happen in a boxing ring that can happen in life and that are attached to a fight, if you will, that we have every day in living our lives and whatever it is that we do. And stories with a moral to them, where we can learn from them, that we can apply those lessons from in the ring, in the squared circle, the chamber of truth, to apply them in life. So here's another one. I've done a couple, and hopefully you're getting out of it what I want you to, and what I would hope that you would get out of it, to take the time to talk about it. This one, I'm not going to use their name. Real story. I was there years ago. I was a young trainer with Customado, and I was there at a pro fight in a big arena, and not New York, but a major city. And I'm not going to tell the fighters because I've talked about this story before, so it could be tracked down. But at this time with this audience, I just feel that it's not necessary to say their names, to put any shadow on one of them. So all that matters is what took place and what could be learned from it, as I said, starting this story. So it's two fighters. They were middleweights, and they were at the top of their career, or just about there, at the top echelons of their career. Matter of fact, one of them had been a little further up than the other one, and the one who had been further up, he was the favorite going into the fight. A good puncher, a very good puncher, and the other one wasn't a puncher, but he was what we would call in the business, well, some people would call him a warhorse, but we would call a steady, solid guy that didn't beat himself. Sound familiar? You've seen those guys in different aspects of life, different vocations, different sports, right? Not the most talented guy, but steady, durable, solid guy, right? And you know about that in life. That's a quality that is just important, if not more important, than speed, power, all the flash things. The things that you can't control, the things that you either have or you don't have, that you're either born with genetics or you're not. But how about the talent of being dependable? That's the talent this guy had, being dependable. That's why I'm talking about this lesson to you. So you just can get what I want you to get out of it. For everybody, you don't have to be a fighter. So they're fighting this fight, and the early part of the fight, the more talented fighter, the big puncher, well, he's not only winning, he's beating the crap out of the guy. Hurting him a lot. Matter of fact, so much that some people think maybe the fight's going to stop. But here we are. Go to the corner, because I was there, right? I was there, and I was with Customado, my mentor, who I think is the greatest boxing mind in the history of sport. And the one who was less talented, they're saying in the corner, should I stop it? And he's actually saying, I think they're broken. What he meant was the ribs. He didn't say that, but that's what he meant. But of course he wouldn't let him stop it. And they kept going. And he was so hurt that there were times when, you know, he was, which happens in a fight, where he was so buzzed that the whole ring started to move. Anyway, he keeps in there. The other guy starts slowing down. Doing less and doing less and doing less. And I speed forward. All of a sudden, the more talented fighter, I think it was the 4th or 5th round, he gets hit with non-consequential punches. Nothing. The other guy's not a puncher, but nothing compared to what he was dishing out. He goes down. And he stays down. After the fight's over with, where the arena was a makeshift in the back. It was more of a basketball arena. It was a makeshift locker room with these partitions they put up, you know, like they put in temporary offices to just make sort of locker space. So obviously they're like this thick, you know, it's nothing. So you can hear what's going on. Right next door to the one that won was the guy who lost. And in the dress, if you want to call it a dressing room, the cubicle, you could hear the guy that won. And he's talking to his corner and he's saying, I can't move, you know. And they said, we'll get you to the hospital, we'll get an x-ray. I can't move, he said. And then he starts explaining to him. He said, in the second round when he hit me with that hook, I didn't know where I was. In the third round when he hit me in the body with it, I couldn't breathe. In the next round, I felt like if he hits me again, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then in the next round, he was gone, the other guy. I hit him and he was gone. What's this story all about? You know already. The guy with more talent quit. Only because the guy was there. He made him feel like he couldn't hurt him. He made him feel like just by being there, he couldn't handle it. And he fell apart and he gave up. He submitted. He lost control of himself. Gave up control of himself. And the other guy was thinking about giving up. He didn't know. But he was thinking about it. He was so hurt, he wasn't even sure how he was going to go on. When the more talented fighter heard that, his corner all looked at him. Nothing had to be said. They all looked at him and he started crying. And he went from a cry to something that you never want to hear anybody, especially a grown-up and a man, a fighter. He was weeping because he understood at that moment what he did, what he blew. And he didn't have to. I just thought that story, a real story with fighters, would be important to tell you in your travels, in your journey in life, when sometimes you think about giving up and you can't do it. You can. I'll talk to you later.